All right, well, the recording got cut off there whenever we started doing the guided practice, so we're starting another video here. We'll put the answers for the homework on this one too, along with our guided practice. So here we end up with n, have to flip you because we divided both sides by a -3, equals, let's see, 7 1/3, okay? You can keep it as a fraction, kids. You don't have to change it to a decimal. So 7 1/3, I'm going to have 6, 7, 8. 7 1/3 is going to be about right there. N is larger than and greater, so it's a closed circle going to the right. And I'm just going to put that 7 1/3. I probably should have moved it over just a tiny bit more. In this one, multiply both sides by a -4. T, flip you, is greater than positive 44. So I have 44 43, 44, 45, and I have an open circle going to the right. Okay? In number 3, at a baseball game, you can get a single hot dog for $2. You have $10 to spend, so I know I have $10. Write and solve an inequality to find the number of hot dogs you can buy. Interpret the solution. Well, 2 times h can equal or be less than $10. Okay? So, divide both sides by 2. H is less than or equal to 5 hot dogs. So you get 5 or less hot dogs and still be under your $10 amount. Any questions? Okay, now what are we going to do for homework tonight? Okay, what I would like for you to do on page 509, I would like for you to do 1 to 14. Kids, it is all on that page. These are very easy to do. They're one-step equations. And then, besides that, I have a worksheet. They're all one-step equations for you to do on the worksheet. One side's adding and subtracting. The other side's multiplying and dividing. All right? The hardest thing, pay attention when to flip your inequality sign. That's the hardest part. Okay? All right. Here are the answers to last night's homework. Number 1, h is less than or equal to -8. You just added 16. In this one, you have y is greater than or equal to -19. In number 3, you will have 5 is less than n. Or excuse me, yeah, that's an n. Number 4, you subtract 1 4/10 from each side. You have 1 6/10 is less than or equal to m. Number 5, you subtract 7/10. Now that one was a little tricky. When you subtract 7/10, that's like adding a -7/10, so you get a -1. Make sure you have that one right. Number 6, you add 8 to both sides. W is greater than or equal to 13.6. Any questions on those? Yes?
Can I use the restroom?
As soon as we're done going over the answers. Number 7, m is greater than or equal to -6. A closed circle on the 6 going to the right. Number 8, t is less than -18 or -18 is greater than t. Open circle on the -18. T has the little point. Little numbers live left. Any questions? All right, in number 9, n plus 4 is greater than 13. N is greater than 9. Number 10, n plus 19, sum means add, is greater than or equal to 8.2. The solution, n is greater than or equal to -10.8. I don't like how the book doesn't line up your inequality signs here. I just think that's a mistake on their part. Now, an inequality for number 11, you should have P plus 17 is less than or equal to 26. P is less than or equal to 9 is the solution. Are there any questions so far? You're okay with doing these?
No.
Okay. In the next problem, the interpretation, 9 additional players or fewer can make the team. That's what that means. 9 or smaller, fewer. Lalo has 1,500 minutes per month on his cell phone. How many more minutes can he use if he has already talked for 785 minutes? Well, 785 plus M is less than or equal to 1,500. The solution is M is less than or equal to 715. Any questions? The door's not locked. You can let that person in. Okay, on the next page, pay attention up here, kids. Number 13, your equation, turn the page, is 42 plus X is greater than or equal to 74, and the solution, X is greater than or equal to 32. Any questions on that answer? In this problem, 74 plus Y is greater than or equal to 110. You could have had it written 110 is less than or equal to 74 plus Y. The solution, Y is greater than or equal to 36. Any questions on that one? That's the only one you had to do on this page, right?
Yeah.
And then on the last page, 503. And 503, is that missing in my book? Huh, that page is missing in my book. No, this is from my answer book, the teacher's answer book. It's gone. Oh, here it is. Found it. On that, number 19, you will have M is less than or equal to 4 3/10. C, you have, or number 20, C is greater than negative 1 1/4. 21, negative 5 is less than A. Open circle, going to the right. Notice how A has the big end of the inequality sign. Big numbers live right. Open circle on 10.2, going to the left. And 23, you'll have N minus 8 is less than 10. The solution is N is less than 18. In this one, N minus 21 and a half is less than or equal to 14 1/4. N is less than or equal to 35 3/4, or if you kept it as a decimal, you'd have 0.75. In number 25, your inequality is 68 plus C is less than or equal to 125. Your solution is C is less than or equal to 57. What does that mean? The salesman has 57 cars or less left to sell. Any questions? All right, now go ahead and work on your homework. What is your homework? Just a reminder once again, you are doing all the problems on page 509, all, and a worksheet. And I will give you that right now. Have a good day.